Everyone, it's Pastor Colin with your daily word. As we come to this second week of us studying and reading the Psalms together, we're in a week where we're talking about creation, the grand scope of what God oversees and has created and sustains in creation. And in the 96th Psalm, we see a song of praise. This first week of worship and the second week of creation really go together, because as the psalmist recognizes and acknowledges God's creation, he or she can't help but worship God and who He is. So we find in this 96th Psalm kind of a scandalous idea, an idea that God is over all, and not just all things, all created inanimate objects, but also over all people, and peoples and nations and groups of people and tribes and tongues and backgrounds. It's not scandalous to us necessarily, but it would have been scandalous to other people that might have read or heard this poem or song sung. Because in the time of the ancient Near East, the gods that people worship were household gods, or neighborhood gods, we might say. They were worshipped in particular groups of people, and that the world was divided up by people that worshipped and had fealty to other gods. The world was the stage for the gods to battle it out to see who was really the best god. But in the Psalms and in these creation Psalms, the scandalous idea is that God, Yahweh, the Lord, in Christian understanding, the triune God, was the God over all. That there really were no other gods. God doesn't know of any other gods. He is the only God. He reigns, He rules, and oversees everything. And that goes not just from the small animal that you see in the world, but also the cosmos. These bodies that you witness in the world, the stars and the sun and the moon, God oversees those things as well, and oversees all the peoples, even the peoples that worship and have fealty to other gods in their neighborhoods and in their households. Actually really reminds me of An American Tail, the animated movie about a mouse, Fievel, who gets separated from his family, and he sings that famous song, "Somewhere Out There Beneath the Pale Moonlight." It's that idea that as he's looking up to the sun and the moon and the stars, and he sings this song at night, he's hoping that his family that he's separated from is also looking up, and they're connected in that way. And that's really the central piece of this 96th Psalm, that God oversees and is looking over all people, no matter where they are, what background or race they are in, whatever place in the world they find themselves, whatever state in their spirit they find themselves, happy or sad, grieving, joyful, worshipful, or lament. God is with them and overseeing them. God rules and reigns. And so as this 96th Psalm says, sing to the Lord a new song that recognizes who God is and that He rules and reigns over all. Amen.